I just sat down and asked myself, who in their normal mind, in a developing
I have to wear my
country,
shoes. I just realized, man. Anyway.
in a developing, who in their right mind, in a country that is still developing, in a country that still has not hit its industrial age, will want to go on ahead and advocate for such a bill as the finance bill? Is it making sense? The 2024 finance bill. On top of it, the 2025 finance bill, which is going to actually make the 2024 finance bill to be like child's play. Who in their right mind will want to do that? In the same country whereby a larger majority of the population are living off of $100 a day. In your right mind, will you want to go on ahead and advocate for further taxation, further public policies that you actually know that's gonna actually go on ahead and nyanyasa the common mwananchi? Not unless that individual is actually looking forth for his own needs or his own agenda in the long run. Because here's the thing, I did a research and majority of it, I came to realize also with our bodies, we prefer that which is familiar than that which is new. You know, make sense? We live in a world, in a country whereby there's been so much colonialization or colonialism or poverty rather, to the extent whereby someone, if I go on ahead, if I come in and I tell you, hey, by the way, I have this agenda, I have this, I have this, I have that, and I want to advocate for this. This is a new principle, or these are new rules that I want to come, to bring forth. You'll actually be like, I'd rather the devil I know than the angel I don't. You know what I mean? Because of this very fact. Umse mwenye ako still ako bound by the poverty mentality. Atakuwa like, I'd rather huu leader wangu mwenye atakuja once in a blue moon kunipatia unga. Sijui kena make sense. It's so true, Donald, what you actually say. That poverty is actually being used as a weapon. I'd rather aka kalida kangu ka what is it called, atanikujia after once in 5 years kunipatia unga, than mwingine mwenye. It's psychology. Can I be honest with you? Ruto is more psychological than physical, bruh.
I tend to differ.
It's more psychological than...
I differ. And
Let me finish. Because I was actually analyzing the sequence that he actually used to gain into power. Do you know what he did? He was like, the message, I actually sat down with the Amze from Mount Kenya, the Mount Kenya region. I asked him, what is this fuss about Mount Kenya? What's really actually going on? What's this narrative that actually the president is trying to use around Mount Kenya? What's really actually going there? He was like, bruh, it's straight up textbook. I was like, I'm not getting it. It's like this. What the slogan that actually coming up with? He's coming up with that slogan of, he's telling them, by the way, I'm coming up for the dynasty. The dynasty was a code word for, I'm coming up for the children of the watchmen. Even that makes sense. I'm coming up against the collaborators' children.
Dynasties.
The dynasty. That was the word he used. He's very sharp. We're dealing with a very sharp man. I'm coming forth for the dynasty. Who are the dynasty? The children of the watchmen. Did that make sense?
Okay.
Kenyatta was a watchman before he was... Sijuki, that makes sense. I'm coming for those watchmen, the children of the watchmen. That's what I'm coming up against. So the people are like, oh, okay. For the longest time, they were part of the Mau Mau, they were part of the Nini. I remember that time in election, we did the Kingdom Economics. Most young Kikuyu men were headed to Mount Kenya. Si tulikuwa nasikia hizo story? Dude was sharp. He knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? So when he was coming up against it, the reason what he actually went on ahead and used, he used a very psychological weapon. He was like, I'm gonna use this angle to come up against this particular dynasty. You am I making sense?
More like betrayal.
Yeah.
More like betrayal.
Yeah. Because the watchmen betrayed the Nini, they betrayed the Mau Mau. Yeah. So it's like he used their bitterness to come up, to win actually.
Yeah, to win the elections, because that is one of the major reasons that gave him votes from the Mount Kenya region. Because people who do not like it. Okay, let me not speak for them. But anyway, I think I want to speak more about betrayal before they start calling me at tribalism.